I bet you didn't know that a forgotten WWII food heating hack could change the way you survive winter, so hit subscribe if you want to stay warm when it matters most. The winter of 1940 was merciless. As Britain braced for war, another enemy crept in, the cold. Not just a chill, but a deep, relentless freeze that invaded every home. The comforts of modern life, electric fires, central heating, fell silent as fuel was rationed and power grids flickered. Families huddled in a single room, wrapped in blankets, their breath visible in the air. Grand rooms were abandoned to frost, and the silence of a cold house became a new, oppressive normal. The war wasn't just in the skies, it was in every icy bedroom, a siege against nature itself. Yet in this hardship, a story of adaptation emerged, not of grand inventions, but of rediscovering old wisdom. People realized they needed a new kind of engine, one that didn't rely on rationed fuel or vulnerable grids. Their answer lay in the simple, forgotten science of convection, harnessing gravity to bring warmth back into their homes. Before the war, Britain's homes were embracing modern heating, central systems, electric fires, gas boilers. These marvels promised warmth at the flick of a switch, but their convenience hid a fatal flawed dependence on fragile supply lines. War shattered this illusion. Coal was rationed, gas cut off by air raids, and a single bomb could plunge neighbourhoods into darkness. The modern hearth failed, leaving families shivering beside useless appliances. Suddenly, technology's value was measured not by complexity, but by resilience. People needed heat that didn't depend on the gas man or the electric company. The crisis forced a return to basics. What mattered was a system that could work with any fuel, powered only by the laws of physics. The most advanced technology was useless if it couldn't survive disruption. In this new reality, simplicity became the ultimate sophistication. The search began for a way to heat homes that asked for nothing but ingenuity and gravity. The answer was natural convection. Hot water rises, cold water sinks. Enter the gravity-fed radiator loop, a closed circuit of pipes and radiators with a small boiler at its base, heated by any available fuel. As water in the boiler heats, it rises through pipes to radiators, releasing warmth, then cools and sinks back to be reheated. No pumps, no motors, just physics. The system ran silently, powered by the simple difference in water density. Its only moving part was the water itself, circulating tirelessly. Installation required wide pipes and careful gradients, but once built, it was nearly indestructible. In wartime Britain, this elegant passive system became a lifeline, reliable, silent, and utterly independent. The gravity-fed loop's greatest strength was its independence from the grid. When blackouts struck, these homes stayed warm, powered by a single fire. With no pumps or electronics to fail, maintenance was minimal, just the occasional bleeding of radiators. Cast-iron radiators provided gentle, radiant heat that lingered, unlike the harsh blasts of electric fires. The system's thermal mass acted as a heat battery, keeping rooms warm long after the fire died down. Its versatility was unmatched. Any combustible material, coal, wood, even paper, could fuel the boiler. This adaptability meant warmth depended on resourcefulness, not ration cards. The gravity-fed loop was democratic, robust, and built to last. In a time of scarcity, it offered not just comfort, but a sense of control and security. Simplicity, it turned out, was the ultimate resilience. Wartime scarcity demanded creativity. With new materials reserved for the military, civilians scavenged old houses and scrapyards for radiators, pipes and boilers. Blacksmiths and metalworkers became local heroes, fabricating parts from whatever metal they could find. Plans were shared by word of mouth, and neighbours pooled skills. One welded, another laid bricks. Large-bore copper pipes were rare, so people used steel or salvaged lead, learning plumbing on the fly. Pipes snaked visibly through homes, a badge of ingenuity and survival. Each system was a community effort, a symbol of solidarity and defiance against the cold. Every warm home was a small victory, proof that resilience could be built from scraps. The gravity-fed system reshaped daily life. The living room, anchored by the stove, became the heart of the home, where meals were cooked, homework done, and stories shared. Families lived together in the warmth, forging stronger bonds. Every scrap of heat was guarded. Heavy curtains, blocked door gaps, and strategic furniture placement became routine. Bedtime meant hot water bottles and layers of blankets. Bedrooms stayed frigid, but the rituals brought comfort. The stove was always in use. Simmering stew, boiling kettles, drying clothes. Warmth was precious, never wasted, and its management became a daily mindfulness. These habits, born of necessity, taught a generation the true value of comfort. The rituals of warmth were rituals of survival, redefining what it meant to be at home. After the war, as modern conveniences returned, many gravity-fed systems remained. They were more than plumbing. They were monuments to survival and self-reliance. The war had taught a hard lesson. Complex systems could fail, but simple ones endured. The gravity-fed loop became a trusted backup, a guardian against future uncertainty. People cherished the gentle, lasting heat and the thriftiness of solid fuel. Habits of conservation persisted, and the system fit perfectly with post-war frugality. Even today, traces of these systems linger in old houses, a testament to their durability. They are more than obsolete technology. They are links to a past defined by resilience. These pipes and radiators tell a story of quiet heroism on the home front. For a generation, the warmth of a radiator was a hard-won victory. In our digital age, the story of the gravity-fed loop is more relevant than ever. Modern heating systems are convenient, but just as fragile as those of the 1930s, dependent on grids, networks and supply chains. The gravity-fed system champions resilience over complexity, offering a blueprint for self-sufficiency. In disasters or outages, a system needing only fuel and gravity is invaluable. Wartime ingenuity teaches us to adapt, repurpose and value what we have. Building a simple thermosiphon today echoes the resourcefulness of the past. The wartime family understood energy as precious, a lesson we risk forgetting. Mindful heating, zoning and insulation are modern echoes of their logic. The past has much to teach us about a sustainable, resilient future. The gravity-fed radiator loop is a testament to the power of simple, robust design. It's not just a wartime story, but a lesson in working with nature, not against it. This quiet technology was a hero of the home front, saving lives and morale. Its principles, self-sufficiency, durability and elegance are more vital than ever. True security lies in meeting our needs with reliable, independent means. Rediscovering this innovation is rediscovering wisdom, valuing limits, durability, and natural solutions. The gravity-fed loop is more than a heating system. It's a philosophy of resilience. Sometimes the most powerful engine for progress is a simple principle applied with care.